to introduce James Adams with Basic Driver Awareness. Basic Driver Awareness, James Adams.
Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest today is Dr. James Adams. And let me tell you, James is the Director of the Training with, I'll start that again. James is the Director of Training with Australian Integrated Training Systems, hence AITS. James is here to tell us about an exciting new development in the field of driver training that has the potential to massively reduce road deaths and trauma in Australia. Stay tuned to your radio, stay glued to your chairs. Over to you, James.
Thank you, Stephen, and good morning to listeners. Ladies and gentlemen, AITS is a new not-for-profit company dedicated to creating and delivering high-quality trainings in any field of human activity where behavioural modification is the key ingredient of change. In the time available this morning, I cannot cover all of the training that's currently in development in AITS. What I can do is give you an insight into our general approach by outlining what we call our flagship training. This is named Basic Driver Awareness, BDA. Our fundamental approach to training is based on prevention. As you all know, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. All of our trainings are designed to install attitudes and beliefs that generate positive behaviours. BDA is designed to identify and install attitudes, beliefs and generate behaviours that will minimise the risk of collision. Ladies and gentlemen, it is driver behaviour that is the cause of loss of control of the vehicle, leading to collision with other vehicles or stationary objects, with these appalling outcomes: 1,400 deaths, 27,000 hospitalised, 100,000 injured not hospitalised annually, at a direct cost of $35 billion. The flow-on effects of grief, PTSD, leading to drug and alcoholic addiction and suicide, and a whole new cycle of trauma and loss are almost immeasurable. There is not one Australian family that does not have a motor vehicle tragedy in its living history. This is Australia's shame. Let me repeat. It is driver behaviour that is the cause of loss of control of the vehicle. BDA is absolutely designed to put the driver in control of the vehicle at all times, no matter what the surface or conditions. Listeners, it is seriously counterproductive to try to train drivers how to regain control of the vehicle when they have lost control of it. So-called advanced driver trainings and technological developments assume loss of control of the vehicle and assume that collision is inevitable. Such assumptions install negative attitudes. Collision simply must not happen. The driver must always be in control of the vehicle. Our training, Basic Driving Awareness, is geared to that objective. BDA is our training designed to create and install positive attitudes in the mind of young drivers to generate positive behaviour. It is carefully crafted using modern and traditional training techniques. It is designed to install essential basic knowledge before undertaking any in-car training. If the attitude is not right, they should not get in the car. BDA is geared for all adolescents who are potential or intending drivers. It is ideally suited to prepare students for the buddy program offered by our municipalities. VDA is presented in the form of 22 units of instruction covering the 4 primary areas of concern in the safe operation of a personal motor vehicle, and that is the driver, the vehicle, the environment and the law. VDA is presented as a 2.5-hour intensive training. It is also presented as 22 units of training in a format highly suited for the pastoral care program in our high schools. This will involve 4 weekly units comprising 1 hour of instruction. VDA is ideally presented to 16 to 17-year-olds, but it is also highly adaptable to fleet training programs. Ladies and gentlemen, there's not a lot more I can say without going into the details of the training program. I can say that this is a totally fresh approach. It is aimed at developing good habits from the start. Remember, removing bad habits is very like removing tattoos. Time-consuming, painful and expensive. I would like to point out that AIGS will be established as a not-for-profit organisation. We are currently seeking funds to promote the uptake of this program in Australian schools. You can contact us through our website, aigs.org.au. One point in closing, the success of this program will be enormously expedited by the introduction of supportive legislation that is also geared to maximise control of the vehicle and minimises risk of collision. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, Stephen, for this opportunity to put our point of view.
And thank you, James. Let me ask a question or two of our guest. James, you said basic driver awareness is carefully crafted using modern and traditional training techniques. Could you expand a little on this?
Yes, Stephen, it's a pleasure. This goes to the essence of our approach to training. Firstly, training is not education, but both involve learning. The objectives are different and the methodologies are very different. People receive information through their senses, seeing, hearing, touching, etc. But for each of us, one or more of these modalities is dominant. It's important then to teaching all modalities. Secondly, we absorb knowledge as much or more unconsciously than we do consciously. We remember that which has meaning. Music, song, dance and story are the oldest teaching methods on the planet. These are combined in theatre, which evokes an emotional response, which gives meaning to the teaching and embeds the learning. To do anything well, we have to arrive at a state of unconscious competence. VDA is carefully crafted using all of these modalities and methods to achieve that objective.
Now, James, this sounds like a major program. What would be the cost of this program and how do you see it being funded?
Steve, it is a major program, but I'm certain it will cost very little. Let me explain. There exists in the Victorian secondary schools curriculum a provision for the teaching of pastoral care program. Each student is to receive 1 hour of pastoral care training each week throughout 6 years of high school. That is approximately 240 hours of instruction. VDA only requires 4 of those hours. The program can be delivered by the classroom teacher after final packaging and some in-service training. There will be some start-up costs, but beyond that, the whole program can be accommodated within existing budgets. In summary, almost no cost compared to existing education budgets and the $35 billion road toll.
And before we switch to the news, let me say thank you to Dr. James Adams.
Thank you, Steve.